What's going on, everybody? Jonathan here, exercise specialist here at the Burke Fitness Center, here to share with you a very brief safety message. Now, before engaging in any sort of exercise activity, make sure that you follow up with your doctor to ensure that exercise is appropriate for you. Now, when working out at home, it's important that you heed to certain safety guidelines. That being, have an adequate amount of space around you. Make sure that you are working out on a firm and stable surface, that being hardwood or tiled floor. Try to avoid working out on a rug, as this can bunch up and lead to slipping or tripping. To that same effect, wear sneakers and try to avoid socks, sandals, or flip-flops. Have the right equipment around you as well. Have a water bottle close by. Have a chair close by. A chair can be used as an added base of support, or if you need to take a seat during the exercise. Also, dumbbells aren't always required, but if you want some sort of replacement to it, you can use cans of soup, a water bottle, a container of oil, or even a heavy booklet of some sort. Now, most importantly, listen to your body. If you experience any of the following symptoms, shortness of breath, dizziness, or rapid heartbeat, stop the workout, reassess, and determine whether or not it is safe to continue with the exercise. But above all, err on the side of caution. With that being said, enjoy your workout.
Hi, I'm Donna. I'm an exercise specialist here at Burke Fitness Center. Today we're going to do a HIIT workout. It's a high intensity interval training. We're going to do 30 seconds of hard work, 15 seconds of rest. Have a chair nearby for stability, and you can have a set of weights, optional for the workout. Let's get right into it, and let's start with a nice gentle march. So here we go. We're marching. So at any time, if you feel the need to sit, you can sit and march in place. If the exercises feel too intense, you can slow it down. If we're moving our arms, take your arms out of it. If we're stepping, you don't have to step as big. Take care of yourself. You know your body best. So we have 3, 2, 1, and there we go. We're in a rest cycle already. So you can catch your breath. I still tend to shift my weight back and forth on my feet. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into a march, and we're going to add an arm flutter. By moving our arms, here we go. We're going to increase the intensity, and you might feel yourself breathing a little bit heavier. So I'm just crossing one arm over the other. I'll turn sideways. So I can pick up my march for more intensity, or I can make it small. You're in control of this workout. And look at that. We've already got an interval under our belt. So now we'll rest. So for the next exercise, I'm going to grab my weights. You don't have to. But we're going to go into a squat. So I'm separating my feet, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back, go into a squat. And here we go. Down and up. If this is too much, you could do a sit to stand at the chair. We're controlling the motion. We're not flinging our limbs through space. Breathing is nice and relaxed. And we're almost there. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. The next exercise we're going to have is an overhead press. So get your feet about hip width apart. The arms are going to begin up here. We're going to just move the arms forward like we're putting an item on a shelf. Here we go. Up and forward. If your shoulders bother you, don't lift them as high. You can take the arms out and put them out lower in the front. Control the movement. And I'm exhaling as I push those arms up. And here we go. Back to rest. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to do a simple back tap with an arm extension. So I'll turn sideways. So it's back and step. And here we go. Step back So you could pick up the pace according to how you need it, or slow it down. I also recommend a nice set of tunes that has a good beat to it. And here we go, 5-second countdown. 3, 2, 1, and we're resting. The next exercise we're going to move into is a row. So I'm going to hinge at the hips, soften my knees a little bit. My arms are going to be right in front, and I'm just going to pull. Pull. Draw your navel in. Sit back on your feet a little bit in your heels. Lowering those weights and pulling, squeezing your shoulder blades towards your spine. You might notice you're breathing heavier. Ooh, the rest times are starting to feel really good. So the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to put my weights down for this, is I'm going to do a butt kick. You can be near your chair. I'm going to reach behind me to the opposite foot. And we're on the clock. You don't have to touch your foot. It's just in the general vicinity, reaching behind your back. How you doing there? I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm starting to heat up. And we're resting. So next on the list is we have a side tap and a low reach. Got it? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Reach. Reach. So you're using those muscles in your waist to turn and reach downwards. If you want more, bend the knee more. Get low. You can also just stay up here. And we're resting again. Next on the list is a tricep kickback. You're going to same position as that row. Tuck the elbows at the side, and we're going to kick those arms out behind us. So only my elbow is moving. You might be feeling the sensation of the muscle on your upper arm in the back working. We're almost there. And here we go, rest. Next on the list is the plie squat. So you're going to take a wide stance and your feet are turned out. You can have the weights going right in front. And begin, down. Sink some of that weight back into your heels if you feel pressure in your knees. How you doing? You staying with me there? This can also be done in front of your chair. Ooh. So I'm going to put the weights down for this. The next one is going to be a high knee, and I'm going to touch the outside of my hip. Here we go. Up. If this is too much, you can also just touch the opposite knee. You could go very high and fast, or you can keep it low. Are you breathing heavy yet? Here we go. Next we have a bicep curl. I'm going to start with the weight in the hammer position here, like I'm holding the hammer. As I curl it up, hands towards me. Here we go. So again, I'm controlling the movement. I'm not letting my arms fly through space. We're doing great here. We're just about halfway through this HIIT intervals. Woo, next 15-second rest. I'm going to put these down for the next one because we're going to do a squat with a lateral leg lift. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down, lift. And again, you can go as low as you need to or stay as high as you need to. Almost there. We got this. Rest. You'll be happy to know that's the last of our squats in this series. We're going to go back to that side step. Instead of low, we're going to reach high. Here we go. Up. Really reach it out. Getting those arms up over the head with speed will really pick up your breathing. You don't have to go as high if it's too uncomfortable. And we're back to a rest. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do a front tap, front step, uppercut punch, and then switch. And start. Gonna eat my spinach so I can be like Popeye. Nice firm step. Shift some weight into that front foot. Back to rest. Next is going to be a back tap and just a straight punch across. Got a few more seconds to catch your breath. And here we go. Tap. Pretend you have a set of boxing gloves on. Again, you can slow this down if it feels like it's too much on your breathing. You know you best. Wow, we're resting. What we're going to go into next is simply a front tap, and we're just going to swing the arms. And let's go. As fast as or as slow as you like. Check in with your breathing. Take a breath in through the nose. And we're in a rest. Next one is going to be a march. This is the last one before we start to cool it down. Is going to be arms out and then into a W position. So out and in. There's our cue. You can also take your arms lower if it's too much to have them up that high. I can take my arms low and out higher. Oops, and I messed that one up. Ooh, that means the time is up. So we're just going to march it out a little bit just to catch our breath, cool down. Shake your arms out. That's it. Keep your feet moving. So what we want is to get your breathing a little bit back to normal. And then we'll do a few stretches. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. All right. So we're going to come over to the chair. I'm just going to put my weights on the floor. Well, actually, we can stand up first. We're going to do half moon. So take one arm up in the air. Reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. And reach over to the opposite side. Keep your weight firmly planted in both feet. Nice, gentle side body stretch. Inhale that arm up. Exhale it down. Let's inhale that other arm up. Exhale, stretch over to the opposite side. Again, making sure that you keep your weight in both your feet. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower the arm to your side. So now what we're going to do next is just take your hands and place them on the small of your back. Inhale and lift your chest up like you want to put your sternum on the ceiling. Gaze up where the ceiling meets the wall. Take a few breaths here. Then gently bring yourself back up. Release your hands down to your side. So I'm going to reach one arm out in front. I'm going to take the other arm, take it at the forearm, and I'm just going to give myself a little hug, my arm a little hug into my chest. So I'm not trying to get anywhere at this point. I'm just trying to stretch the muscles that I've used. After this, we're going to sit down and do 2 leg stretches. Good. Release that arm. Take the other arm out, reach it out in front. Just take the other arm underneath and give it a hug into your chest. Let your breathing be nice and relaxed here. Let's release those arms down and take a seat. So I'm going to extend one leg out in front. I'm going to have my toes up, coming towards my shin. I'm going to place one hand on top of the other. Take a nice deep inhaling breath. And as I exhale, I'm going to slide my hands down. I'm not going super deep. I'm just trying to stretch the back of my thigh here. My gaze is at the floor right in front of me. And again, I'm just trying to get some of the tension out of the muscles that I used. Then I'm going to slide the hands up. And I'm going to switch legs. I'm going to extend the other one out in front. Place both hands on my leg. Slide them down. Just so I have a sensation of a nice stretch on the back of the leg. Take a few breaths here. And then slide the hands up. So if you're able, you can take one leg, cross it on top of the other. Try and evenly distribute your weight on both sides of your tush. Sit up nice and tall. And just let gravity draw this knee downwards. You have a nice sensation of a stretch that we're looking for right here on the outside. Then we're going to lift this leg, put it back down on the floor, and bring the other one up. On me, this leg is a little bit tighter, so it doesn't always stretch as deeply. And again, relaxing enough so that gravity draws this knee downwards, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale through the nose. And we're going to release that down. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you again soon.